Okay, so I'm back at the Krone Big Pack. Yeah, I get some negative comments about this baler. I mean, people think that it's a piece of junk because it's a Krone. And I invite anybody that has said that to me to bring their baler, whatever model, brand, make it is, and we'll go to the field and we'll bale together for a while. I'll even pay your transportation here. Yeah, I will. And we'll see what y'all think of that. But anyway, I had a problem with this tire. This is a Vredestein tire. It is a 560/45 R 22.5. It's a 560/45 R 22.5, so it's a radial tire. I know a lot of guys were saying, oh no, that's not a radial, that's just a bias ply, they're no good, you know, blah blah. No, it's a radial tire. It is a radial. So, I had a gash in it. We took the, oh, god darn it, you know, when you're trying to put your phone away and your clothes get in the way, it pisses you off. Anyway, what happened to the other tire was there was a nice 2-inch cut, 2 to 3 inch cut, right like that, about that size, so I'd say 2.5 inch cut right there on the other tire. And I've ran over steel fence posts before in the past, and it makes exactly that cut, that little bastard right there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run outside here. I threw a plug in it last night, and Timothy left the camera where it shouldn't have been, but he left it on, where in the hell did he put that thing? Here it is. But he had left the camera on the tractor, or on the baler. Here it is. There it is, right there. He ripped it out. So, something. I ran over something there. Is that it? No. That's not the hole. Where's that goddamn hole? That's another one. How the hell did that? That's definitely a crease in it. I thought I had a plug. Yeah, here it is. Almost the exact same spot. Right there. Now, that almost leads me to believe that that's not exactly what had happened to it, because that's almost in exactly the same spot. See that? But you can see where it was cut here also. So there's actually 2 cuts in this tire. How the hell does that happen? But anyway, there they are. And you can see where it had kind of sort of punctured it there, and then it finished it out. That looks like a fence post or some kind of either, it's not sabotage because there's just not that stuff here. Looks like Aunt Beth there is getting in the truck. Yeah, I wouldn't call that sabotage. I would just call that an obstruction in the field. But I would really like to see if I had a cut in this tire too, because it was the front tire, and naturally it would just take out the back tire. Right? I would think so. And their tires are all the same, and I maintain the air in the tires at 55 pounds. As you can see, I didn't put any air in this tire, and it's the same weight on there. Yeah. The tire that blew up last year was actually this front tire, and this is the rear tire. I'm not seeing any cracking or anything, so I definitely ran something over. Yeah, I definitely ran something over. So last night we put the tire on with a very weak impact gun. We were out of air. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run over that one there with the impact gun again, and maybe get it tight. You know, lock it down so that it doesn't come off, because if you lose a tire, it ruins a lot of stuff like the rim. And I know that rim is $1,200 because it's $1,200. That's why. Yeah. But other than that, last night the baler ran perfectly yesterday. I didn't make nearly as much hay as I would have liked to, but the baler ran perfectly yesterday. So I'm going to knock on it here a little bit. I know that's fiberglass, not wood, but it did work. So I'm going to go ahead and do that this morning. I do have some other things that I need to do, not to this baler. The baler's fine. I am going to definitely, trying to order a tire today. I called a guy today. You can see it was a brand new tire. Called a guy today on getting a spare. I need at least a spare, because if I hadn't had that spare, my baler would be washed by now from the rain. and there would have been no way I could have got it home other than destroying a $1,200 rim, which I'm not about to do. Yeah, I'm just not about to do that. So that's just the way the world works when it comes to it. Now, somebody said something about my windows squeaking, and I thought that was kind of strange that somebody, look at that 41 Ford. Oh, I'm not even gonna get I can barely fit between there. I'm fat today. Not really fat, but I'm fat. Another tire for something. Somebody told me that right here, there's a window squeak. And I'll be damned, that window flexes like hell. I can't hear it. I cannot hear it. I thought it was kind of funny. He's like, oh man, you gotta do something about that window squeak. And I'm like, what window squeak? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, window squeak. So apparently I have a window squeak, but I'm deaf. I can't hear out of my left ear. I'm deaf in that ear. And the right ear isn't far behind. So, yeah, good luck listening to that one. Yeah, so anyway, I guess I'm done yammering on. I'll find something else better to do today. I am pretty pleased with what we have accomplished in literally 4 days, 3.5 days of baling, which was right around 1,300 bales. And, you know, I did more turning. My elbows are sore from turning the steering wheel because of that. But yeah, so anyway, if you're looking at a big baler and you want one that's going to actually go to the field and work, instead of you going to the field and then having to work on it, other than the tires. And I never had so much trouble with New Holland tires as I've had with the Krone tires, but there's a lot of miles on these tires too, which leads me to believe that they're probably just fine. But this baler is heavy. It's like 23,000 empty, and then you add 2 bales in there, which is going to be 15, a ton and a half. A ton and a half more of hay, possibly 2 tons when you got one hanging off the back before it falls. So you got an extra ton of hay, 2 tons of hay inside of it, another 4,000, which 23, 24, 25, 6, 27,000 pounds in total, plus probably 5, 6, 7, 800 pounds of dirt, plus 32 balls of twine at 23 pounds apiece. So, yeah. 2 times 3 is 6. It's 600 and some pounds of twine inside the baler. So you're looking at 28,000 pounds really quick between dirt, grease, oil, and everything else that's in there. So anyways, I guess that's enough of me talking about the baler. Yeah. And the other thing is I would have never left this baler out. I would have pulled the tire off the other baler and brought it to the field and put it on here so that I would get the, so I would have got it home, but it would have been extra work and a pain in the ass, and I'd have got it done. But this thing was this thing here, and the boys put it there. I didn't have it there before. If you don't know what this thing is, Carl had brought this, brought 2 of them, an older one and this one. This one here works really well. These are just 2 weights, and basically it's an impact gun. So you put your hand on that handle, you put your socket, 1-inch socket on there, and then you just kind of throw those things as hard as you can. I do it by hand, boom, 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 and the inertia from the weights is an impact gun, and it will take anything off. It just takes it off. So there you go. I got all kinds of things going on here too. Here's some special grease that I purchased for wintertime haymaking. Specifically for that. I was not getting enough grease through the system to suit me to lubricate it, because it was 1 degree, 4 degrees, 8 degrees, when we're baling. So I bought this. If you've never used this stuff, you should buy this. This is special purpose cornhead grease. Now, you're probably wondering, why in the hell is he using that? Well, I'm going to show you. Ooh, there's oil in that. This stuff is just shy of being oil. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty sticky stuff, but it's here. It doesn't matter how cold it gets. It stays quite loose and pliable, plus it's pretty sticky. So what I've done is, because the grease that I was running through the baler, through that thing, is the crimson, the Valvoline crimson. I haven't started using the 274 synthetic plus, This is designed to go through them grease guns. I was always told, don't use it. Don't use it. It says extra synthetic base for excellent low temperature pumpability. So it is designed for these, especially in the cold weather. I was told not to use moly grease because the moly grease would solidify in the lines, causing it to not pump at all. And I talked to Krone, and they're like, don't use it. Don't use that moly grease, because it's not that it'll solidify in the line, it'll coat the plungers and it won't allow them to function properly. Which kind of didn't make any sense to me, but I was assured by Schaefer's that that particular grease will go through that gun real nicely. Now this grease, on the other hand, this here, the 238, this stuff is Ultra Supreme. It is meant for low speed, high pressure bearings and pins. That is for loaders, loader pins. It's meant for king pins. It's meant for fifth wheels. And that's what I'm going to use that for. So anyway, now I've yammered on long enough. Let me find something else to do, and I'll show you that when I get